There are current things that are hindering you from being your best version of yourself. You're going to lose loved ones, you're going to fail, you're going to get rejected. All those things are going to be there. What matters is how you deal with these things. I was always angry. There wasn't anything to be angry about, but I was always angry. That goes to show that I wasn't the best version of myself. Self-awareness is the beginning of self-development, because you need to understand yourself before you could progress to the next level in your life. Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharon if you're new here. If you're not new here, welcome back. What is up? Today's video, I'm going to be sharing my self-development journey with you guys, and I'd advise you to watch to the end because I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks that I used, and it helped me to become the better version of myself. I've divided this video into 4 chapters to make it easily digestible to everyone. The first chapter is going to be why I started my self-development journey, what it means to me, what's new, what I did differently, what I changed, and the last chapter I'm going to be showing you how to exactly start your own self-development journey. With all that being said, please keep watching, and if you haven't, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up because I know that it is gonna help you. In October 2019, I lost a very important and vital person in my life, and after I lost that person, I myself became lost. I remember always crying and praying to God, asking for stability, because loss of that person really affected my life, like every single aspect of my life, and I didn't see it coming. I remember nights where I would be crying, praying to God that He should take away the pain from me. Well, I'm thankful it was during the pandemic. I was able to grieve and feel what I had to feel without having the distractions of going to school. It also meant I was self-isolated and I was mostly alone with myself. So the days would be nice, they'll be fun, everybody would be happy in the house, and then the night would come and I would be so down because I knew that's where my demons came out, and they would be taunting me, telling me different things. I feel like my subconsciousness blocked that part of my life, that phase of my life, because it was so traumatic. I am so happy that I am no more at that stage and phase in my life. I am at a better and more mentally stable phase. During this period, I remember one of my favorite YouTubers, Etetem. She was going through her glow up series, and I always say that she was the one that pushed me, like literally pushed me to start a YouTube channel, because I was watching her videos religiously. Like, she was speaking about things like clarity, getting clarity, seeing herself differently, living her authentic self. At this point in my life, I didn't understand what she was going through. I remember commenting on one of her videos. I just asked, do you have to be 20 something before you could start your glow up journey? And she replied, no, you don't have to be. I think that is when exactly I understood what it actually means. Well, I didn't understand. I think that's when I clicked that I wanted to actually become the better and best version of myself. Self-development to me means becoming your authentic self. Self-development is not letting the stressors of life to deter you from your actual path in life, because if there's one thing that's going to be there, it's those stressors. Things are going to come your way. You're going to lose loved ones, you're going to fail, you're going to get rejected. All those things are going to be there. What matters is how you deal with these things. Self-development means being yourself. It means taking away negativity and implementing positivity as much as you can. It doesn't mean you should be deluded or anything, but it means that you're being objective, that the positives could happen, because it's always, okay, what if something wrong happens? What if I don't do this right? What if they don't like me? But you could start thinking the other way. What if they like me? What if something great happens? Because of all these things that I was going through, I wasn't the best version of myself. The loss, as traumatic as it was, it molded me into somebody totally different. I wasn't able to handle any kind of stress. If something happens to me, I would relate it to the death of that person, and I would just start crying. crying. I won't be able to go out and do the normal things that I used to do. I felt lost, like literally. Imagine sleeping in your bed and then waking up in the middle of the ocean. Like that kind of loss where you don't even know what's going on. Anytime I think about that time in my life, it's just darkness, cold, feeling alone, feeling hurt, feeling so much pain. The pain was always there, coupled with the darkness. I started my self-development journey. I wanted to become better because I knew that this couldn't be it. Like I just knew that. I was like, Sharon, this cannot be it. Like you cannot keep living like this. I think that's what pushed and propelled me to actually start in being intentional about becoming the best version of myself. If I pick up any of my former journals from before, I would always see myself trying to control my anger, trying to let go of my anger, because I was always angry for some reason. Like I said before, my subconsciousness has blocked that version of Sharon, so I can't give you details, but I knew that, well, from my journal entries, because I obviously couldn't lie to my journal, I was always angry. I was always angry. There wasn't anything to be angry about, but I was always angry. I feel like that goes to show that I wasn't the best version of myself, because me on a normal day, like I'm not angry. I'm not somebody that gets really angry to a point where like I'm writing it down in my journal and I'm speaking about how, oh my god, there's so much hate and anger in my heart, in my soul, within me. Even on my notes app, I would see control that anger, Sharon, stop getting angry at everything, and I just don't know why I was angry, and I'm very sure there was no concrete reason why I was angry. I wasn't just the best version of myself. I was harboring ugly emotions like jealousy, envy, hatred for certain people, or thinking that I could control certain people's behavior towards me, or thinking I could control so many situations. I'm not like that anymore. I don't have that anger in me. That's why I hope I'm able to convey what I mean to you guys. I don't feel that way anymore. Like I can't, no matter how angry I get, I don't think I can feel as angry as I was those years. That's what basically changed. And I didn't know. That's just the craziest part. I didn't know that I had changed so much until I think last year. I've been more self-aware. I was like, these things that used to get to me, they no more get to me anymore. And I'm reading past entries in my journal, in my notes app, and I'm just like, why was I so angry? Although I don't exactly remember everything or how this transition happened, here are 3 things I know for sure I did differently that changed my life. The first one is self-awareness. Best thing you could ever do to yourself is be self-aware. Be self-aware. No doubt about it. 2021, I started journaling. I just started putting my thoughts on paper. Like I wasn't even thinking anything to it. I think because Emma Tetum was doing it. I had this whole phrase. She said something really inspiring. I was just like, man, fuck it, let me just try journaling. So I started writing down my thoughts. Anytime that I was super angry, start writing, just write it out. I didn't even know how to journal. I didn't even know what it was going to do for me in the future. I just started writing down my thoughts. Anytime I was so happy, I'll go down, I'll write it down. I'm like, oh my god, this happened today. Being self-aware and understanding your emotions is something that I will always preach. Like, I will always advocate for self-awareness. You need to know yourself. In order for you to understand your emotions, in order for you to become the best version of yourself, you need to know this version of yourself. You need to understand this girl. You need to understand this boy. You need to understand what triggers you, what doesn't trigger you, what you love, what you hate, what you like, what you dislike. You need to be self-aware, because that is the only way you can grow. Admitting, accepting, understanding your faults right now, then working towards ways where you could become better or do better is top tier. Second thing I did differently was I started doing me. I started only doing what felt right for me. I didn't do what felt right for my mom, what felt right for my sisters, what felt right on social media, what felt right for my friends, what people told me to do, what people pressured me into doing. I started doing what felt right for me. Even making a decision, of course I'd ask for everybody's opinion, right? but I would still do me. Being your authentic self is living on your own terms. I'm not saying you should go out and be wild, and no, when it comes to specific things, you don't need other people to make serious life-changing decisions for yourself. What feels like you. And I always say this, there's no right, there's no wrong, there's just what you do. There's no right way to live life, there's no wrong way to live life. There's just the way you live your life, because you have to live your life on your terms. Unless, you will never be happy. You will never be happy if you continue to allow people to walk over you, if you continue to allow people make life-changing and really serious decisions about your life. You have to start doing you. The third one is trusting God. And honestly, this started subconsciously because the nights where I was praying that I would get better, the nights where I was doing the 9 yards just to get better, crying, praying, begging God, I forgot about them. I just kept it pushing. Really, God is just wonderful, because I think He was the one that made me, or allowed me to forget about it, because why would I be forgetting about such traumatic events? That was my own version of giving God control over my life. I just started pushing, doing things normally. I forgot that I was in dire need of help. Just went on, and He knew that He was going to make it better for me. So I believe that's why He allowed me to forget. And when I now came to the realization that, oh my God, I am a living, breathing, answered prayer, I started to trust Him. I started to actually put in the work and trust Him. Anything I was doing, I would be like, God, it's in your hands. You're taking control over it. I don't have anything to do. It's you. I don't want to get real preachy on here, but yeah, I started trusting God a lot more, and I became a better and different person from who I was. Now I am going to be sharing with you how to actually start your own self-development journey and change into a better and more beautiful, graceful version of yourself. Before I start, I need to tell you 3 things that you have to make sure you understand before you even move to the part where you're starting your self-development journey. The first one being, there are current things that are hindering you from being your best version of yourself. You know those things. I don't know those things, but you know those things that are hindering you from becoming the best version of yourself. Second one being, life is going to hit you with so many stressors on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, so you have to be ready for that. And the third one being, self-development is a daily journey. I don't think there's exactly a finish line, right? You just keep getting better at dealing with the daily circumstances, the daily situations that you face in life, because there's no exact point where you're like, okay, I'm fully self-developed. That's why I'm using self-development, not self-growth, because growth is a linear process. Development is not linear at all. It keeps going, because the next day you're going to face a challenge that you've never faced before, so you have to keep going. If you understand that, let me tell you 3 practical ways you can start your own self-development journey to become the best and better version of your current self. Come on, let's get real. We're going to get really real now. First tip I'm going to give you is to start now. There's no better time than now. You know it, I know it. Don't wait for a blue moon. Don't wait for you to turn 20, you to turn 19, you to turn a significant age that social media claims is significant. Whatever stage you are in your life right now, start your self-development journey now. Become the best version of yourself. If you are looking for a sign, no, the sky is not going to turn pink. You're not going to see a rainbow. This is the only sign that you need to start your self-development journey. This is a beautiful journey, and I would advise you to start it right now. Both of us know you're procrastinating. Both of us know. Second tip I'm going to give you is to spend time with yourself. Be as selfish with your time as you can be, because I'm very selfish with my time. As much as I love kicking it with my friends, going out, all of that, I love to spend time with me. I love to spend time with her because I think she's wonderful, and I think she's the best person to spend time with. Whether it be you journaling, you going on solo dates, you spending the night off with yourself, you staying in bed all day, spend time with yourself, get to know who you are. As I said before, self-awareness is the beginning of self-development, because you need to understand yourself before you could progress to the next level in your life. Cut some time off for yourself. I'm not saying you should not be friends with other people, but make sure you have that quality time that you're spending with yourself. My last and final tip is to identify the parts of yourself that you don't essentially like. You have to think critically about these things that you don't like. You have to think like them. Is it because of my friends say that it's not nice? Is it because of what social media says? Or is it because my mom or my dad says that these things are unacceptable? That's why I would always say that self-awareness is literally the OG. Once you identify these things about yourself that you do not like, I want you to change the aspects of these things that don't elevate you, that don't help others, that don't make you happy, that don't make you smile, and the ones that do not feel like you. Once you do this, I can guarantee that you are going to be on the start to your self-development journey. If you guys want an in-depth video on how to actually start your self-development journey, I'll be happy to do that. You just have to comment it down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for dropping by. Thank you for reaching here if you have. I love you so much, and I really hope this video helped you, because I love sharing my story to help you on your journey. With that all being said, I guess I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Mwah.